This video is looking at topic 15, numbers 5 through 7, where we're creating frequency tables and histogram from a list of data. So scrolling on down to number 5 here, we have this list of data. So this data is categorical because it is not numbers. So we're looking at then what are all the different categories, what are all the different data values that appear, and those are the different letters. So I'm going to put them in alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, and E all appear in this list of data. And then I just need to count how many of each there are. There's lots of different ways to approach that counting process. If you can get it in some form where you can mark directly onto that list versus having to recopy the list onto your paper, gives more room for error. But I'm going to count, if I can mark it, I like to just go and count the A's, count all the A's, count all the B's, count all the C's, marking them as I go. If you aren't able to mark the screen or the values, then maybe going from left to right, just have some way of kind of keeping track of where you are on that. Maybe put your cursor and kind of keep that moving. But I'm looking at here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A's. And then you can use different color, different shape, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 B's. And with marking it like this, then if you miss one, it's no big deal. Once you notice it, you just add it on to what you already counted. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 C's. And I meant to do different shapes, but they ended up. But if you need to do shape versus color, whatever, have some distinct way of marking each of them. D, we have 1, 2, 3. And then E is what's left. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, then what I always recommend that you do is add up those frequencies. So 6 plus 5 plus 12 plus 3 plus 9 is 35, as it should be because it's set up here, 35 customers. So I need those frequencies to add up to 35. If they do not, that is a clue that I have miscounted something, double counted something, left, like not counted something. So doing that double check when you're doing the counting, especially if you aren't able to mark as you go, there's a lot more opportunity to miss something out or double count something. Then number 6, we have this list of numbers, and this is 5 rows of 10. So there are 50 data values here. So 5 rows, 10 columns. So 50 for the sample size. If we counted each number individually, we would have to go from 1 to 18. So we'd have 18 rows. So that feels like a lot. So we're going to group these. So we'll go 1 class width of 3. So 1, 2, and 3 are grouped together. 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. And then if we keep going, 10, 11, 12. 12, so that would be 10 to 12. Then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And notice the beginning number in the class width is counting by 3s. 1, 4, 7, 10, 13, 16. The ending number is counting by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. And then each one begins at the next number after the previous one ends. So then we just need to do the counting. So again, have some method. Maybe if I go left to just across the rows and columns, I can do tally marks. So like 1, 2, 6, 7, 12, Let me zoom out a little bit here so I can see. Then 13 goes here, 2 is here, 6, 9, 5. But you just have to be able to mentally like focus and keep track, make sure that you don't, again, double count anything or miss anything, skip any pieces. Second row, we have 18, 7, 3, 15, 15, 4, 17, 1, 14, and 5. You can do the tally marks however you want. I know different places do different systems, but this is the way I'm doing it is you do 4 and then the fifth marks off so you can easily see groups of 5. So that's the second row. Third row, we have 4, 16, 4, 5, 8, 6, 5, and then 18, 5, 2. And then fourth row, 9, 11, 12, 1, 9, 2, 10, 11, 4, 10. And then we have 9, 18, 8, 8, 4, 14, 7, 3, 2, 6. I feel like that's a riskier way to do it, especially if you're not marking in any way. Um, and it's a lot harder to tell if you do miss something to find where you missed it. So if you can take any kind of a screenshot, a picture, I will say like this will mainly be on homework and quizzes where you'll have ones like this. So take a screenshot, take a picture. If you were doing this in the real world, you could put that data into a spreadsheet, something like Excel that could automatically sort it for you. And so you'd have them in order. Anything like that, that you can have technology help you out, have some way of marking so you're not just trying to mentally keep track of things. But this will come out to 10, 14, 10, 6, 6, and 4. Does that add up? That's 24. That's 34, 40, 46, 50. But let me just double check using the other method. So let's count ones, twos, and threes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that checks out. Then 4, 5, 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And there I can jump around. Doesn't matter because I'm marking as I go. I could mark them all and then count, or count as I mark. 14. That's what I came up with. So that matches. Then looking for 7s, 8s, and 9s. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what I had. So far, so good. Then 10, 11, 12. Let's use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. And then 13, 14, 15 is 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only getting 5 there. And now I can double check like 13, 14, 15. Was there any other 13, 14, 15? I'm not seeing one. Whereas like obviously miscount, maybe counted as 16 into that category instead of the other category. And there's just no way to tell after the fact. but then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here as well, rather than 4. So yeah, I miscounted something as 16, 17, or 18, put it into the 13, 14, 15 category. And it still added up, so I didn't like leave one out. I put it in the wrong category. So again, I think if you can find some way to be able to mark each one as you count it, that is ideal. Then number 7, you're putting this into a histogram. So a histogram, just each class becomes a bar on a bar graph. The height of the bar is the frequency. So the 1 to 3 is 10. This will just be a click and drag in Alex. We have 14, 10, and then it was 6 and 5 and 5. The numbers here along the side, the counting by twos and where the grid lines are and how high it goes to, does not determine anything about the data or the frequencies. It's just giving a, a way to be able to read and define the graph, that it could count by ones, it could count by fives, it could go up to 20. None of that would change the data. And then, so that wraps up what's in this video, is just doing that counting, create the frequency table, and potentially put that into a histogram.